Hi folks. Hope you're doing well and staying safe. This is episode 3 of Game of Thrones for season 1. This is Delphosaurus in the Alvaro de Bazan, the new Spanish boat. I have this boat and I love it a lot. I decided to jump like we're almost 5 minutes in the game here, and his team is already down 3. If you look at the scores, they're already down, getting close to 500, or sorry, 400 points down, and the enemy has all the caps. And this is where the fun starts. It's really kind of fun when you always say it's a hard carry. And for him, this is a hard carry because it's funny. He's doing the best he can, but no one listens to him in the game. And I find it kind of funny with these Game of Thrones. You try to find the most epic ones and how it works and how people work and how teams work. Overall, I think the enemy right now is doing a good job, but there goes his burst fire, trying to set a permanent fire on him because, and there we go. Good job, my friend. So, you know what's going to happen to him, don't you? There you go. So I'm going to be able to jump forward once in the game. He's just taken the A cap, and he's trying to do his best to not get killed. Now, we know that there's another 4 TDs out there, and he's, oh, there goes another team member. Look at the scores now. Down by 700 points. Ouch. So you kind of sit back and go, now what? Now, the enemy team might think 12 minutes left, they can run away. They can't. They still have to do something. But there just seems to be a lack of coordination. And I'm not going to try to harp on the enemy aircraft carrier, the Malta. I just think that, and I don't really like CVs overall, I don't play them that much, but I just think that there was a point in this game when I was watching this and going, CV, you had opportunity to save your team, but you chose not to. And that guy's gone. That was actually pretty smart not shooting. Don't reveal your spot because the guy is in that smoke. That's why he put torpedoes that way. And here comes the Malta. Now, what do you think he's going to do next? He's got to get the B cap. He has to get the B cap. Where he's going to lose, now he's detected. And this guy, the Holland, I don't know what he was thinking. I believe he noticed the Holland's not shooting right away, so there's the burst fire. Holland might have got torpedoes off, but I don't know. We'll have to find out here. But that guy just, ouch. The Holland could have did some damage to him, but he didn't. So I don't think he was actually paying attention. So good part on him for waiting in the A cap and waiting to get the opportunity. He's now detected, so you know there's a bad guy around here. It's got to be one of the DDs who just went back into smoke, it looks like. And he's in the B cap, and it's being contested. Now, this Georgia player, I'll have to give him credit. Again, here's another one, a Shimakaze. Waited way too long in his smoke. And now he's gone. There's 2. But look at the points. They're still terrible. Like, ouch, 700 points. It's the Georgia secondaries that'll give him a hard time. But that Georgia, he's bugging out. Like, he knows that the 2 DDs he just had are gone, so I think he should leave. Now, his goal right now, obviously, is to get this cap, and that's all he wants to do. You also notice by relocator, the actual white line you're seeing, that the only ship that's actually near him is the Georgia. So fantastic. I think the only thing he has to worry about is the Des Moines. The Des Moines hasn't been spotted in a while, and their 10K radar is going to be a problem. But you know the Des Moines is probably heading this way. And there's the Satsuma, the Japanese super ship. Again, trying to lay out defensive torpedoes almost at max range. I don't know if they'll actually reach, but again, this George is leaving. Oh, Des Moines is there. There we go. You know she's close. But anyone on that side with a sea cap can't fire them. They're all behind the island. And he's going to get it nice and tight here to the island so he can't get nailed that much. Again, good job on his part. And the Georgia, I don't know. I'm not sure why he didn't disengage and to help himself out, but he didn't. Oh, there goes the secondaries. And he's got the cap. Fantastic. But look at the score. Look at the team effort. Like, they are down. They've only got 5 ships left to the enemy's 6. So it's not good. And he's still on radar. This is the only I like about the Alvaro de Bazan. That burst fire is phenomenal fun. And just great speed. And he hasn't even hit the speed boost yet. I wonder if that's enough to finish up. Yes, it is. There we go. So now he's letting the team crawl back up. Again, there's over 8.5 minutes, over 8.5, almost 9 minutes left, so he's good. He should go dark shortly, hopefully. So that way he's not spotted. There you go. Now the Satsuma is the next target. The Satsuma, unfortunately, kind of starts taking itself out of the game here, which it shouldn't have. And look to the left there. You now know exactly where the Malta is because of aircraft. I cannot emphasize that enough to aircraft carrier players. If you're going to push up, be very careful. Reason being is I can see that aircraft near and you can't see me just yet, so that means I know exactly where your carrier is. And he knows the Malta is right behind that island you just looked at. And he'll get to it. Now it's 4 of them left against 5 of them. I also like the fact that he's going to get him. Now the aircraft carrier, the Malta, starts coming after him a bit with rocket planes. Kind of a about time thing. And can he get a... Ooh, that's a nice fire. And that looks to be a little perma-fire. There's the Malta. Now his aircraft carrier, the Audacious, actually puts fighters overhead. I'm fantastic about this. But I think this is the part where it starts getting really comical. For me. Aircraft carrier is now drawing his attention. He's just about got smoke. Does he have to buy it? I don't know. Does he have to push it? I don't know. I don't think he does. He just needs to kill the Satsuma. And that's what he's trying to do. Looks like the Des Moines gone. You got a Forrest Sherman there. That's left. And there's the Malta. One more shot from the Malta. Not too much damage. But if I was the multiplayer, I'd be moving by now because you know he's coming for you. So, it is what it is. And the Malta is obviously, he was behind the right side of the high hill. Now he's actually in the forward part. So he's actually is moving and trying to get away. But very slowly. And again, his carrier puts fighters over, which I think really does help. Closest thing to him now is the actual aircraft carrier. You ever wonder when you realize when you're watching a game that you were winning so well and so much that now you're losing? And there's sometimes nothing you can do because at this part, the Satsuma is completely out of the game. Like, gone. Right now he's hoping for a perma-fire. And he gets it. That is a perma-fire. So good on him. And the Brindisi, well, that's what he has to really worry about in the Forrest Sherman. But at this point, the enemy team is so close to winning and so close to doing it. If I was a Satsuma, I actually would not have gone that way. I would have gone towards where the Audacious is to see if I could actually get up that way and take the ACAP and come back out. But that's me, which means he would have discovered the aircraft carrier and been able to kill it. If he was watching where the carrier was coming from, he might have been able to go up there and kill it. That's just my opinion. You know where it was. And here comes the Brindisi trying to go in the cap. And this is the part. The Tuphosaurus is actually going around leaving me alone, which I thought was fantastic. Ooh, there's his Kraken. Satsuma's gone. And the Brindisi is trying to get in there and take the cap back. Which is funny. If she does it, could have been able to run away and maybe win the game. But there's the Malta. And the Malta just stopped. Not sure why. But you know for a fact that the Forrest Sherman's in there. He's got to watch out for the Hydro. And there it is. Sherman now knows where he is. Not good. Alright, I'm going to leave it here. You guys watch the ending because it's a funny ending. Forrest Sherman doesn't work the same way, but there you go. Anyway, I think this one was pretty quick, pretty epic, but it was still funny. And of course, the last thing he has to do is he's got to kill the carrier. So, I find that funny. And there's the torpedoes. The aircraft carrier looks like it ran aground. If I was a Malta, I would not have pushed up to where he did. I thought that was a little bit... you always have to have an exit strategy. DDs can counter and come at you very quickly. But as always, take care and stay safe. And now these guys realized they were going to win, and now they're not. I find it funny. Bye for now.